so the Emergence update comes out tomorrow. Introduces Seer, is the new legend. The passive, the Heartseeker, so you can visualize and hear heartbeats of enemies nearby when aiming down sights to get a clue of their location. And it's also available if you ADS when you just have your gun. You can use that to hone in your tactical. Tactical is focus of attention. Summon micro drones to emit a focused, delayed blast that goes through walls, revealing enemies and their health bars, plus interrupting their actions. So that's pretty cool. So essentially it'll highlight them, show you how much health they have, so you can kind of prioritize. If you get like a whole squad with it, you can kind of prioritize who you shoot. And also ultimate exhibit, create a sphere of micro drones that reveal footsteps of enemies moving quickly or firing their weapons within. So it'll be like tracker spotter from Call of Duty. We already went over the map update. That video is on YouTube. You can go check it out if you'd like. The gold old new LMG. The Rampage was created by Rampart, so they're sticking with lore, which is cool. Blast on scene is absolutely no chill. This high powered heavy ammo LMG, so it's a heavy ammo, so like Spitfire, packs a hell of a punch. Mid range combat but struggles up close with slow fire rate. Not one for just accepting weakness. Rampart managed to modify the Rampage's internal combustion mechanism with what else? Thermite. So loading a thermite grenade in a Rampage special chamber overclocks the fire rate and lets legends go on Rampage. Basically a longbow that's automatic that can shoot fast with thermites. We get ranked arenas in. That'll be super fun. 10 placement matches where your performance will determine your initial matchmaking rank, your MMR, and your starting rank, win or lose. They don't care if you kill the entire enemy's team every round. As long as you win, you're gonna get points. No entry costs or additional points for kills. And then we got some quality of life updates. New win streak for BR, so that's pretty cool. Hold on, I love it. I'm glad they added it. This will not get used effectively. This is just like no. These two right here, they don't get used properly. No one's gonna say hold on and your team's gonna listen. Someone's gonna spam ping and then everyone's just gonna hold on, ping back to it. I don't really see that becoming too like super useful. Add a distinct sound effect to the gold backpacks revive. So I don't mind it. Visual effects were added, chaos theory. So I like it. This is a good update. Nothing super crazy, but enough to help you with your situational awareness. Heirloom Story gives players better view of all the items related to that item. So now you don't just see the heirloom, you'll get to see the badges and the quips, or the frame, I think it is. Yeah, the frame or pose and the quip. So I like that. I like it'll show you everything. It's not like everyone gets it for the main heirloom part, but all the other additional stuff is kind of nice to know about too. Updated open pack button to show how many packs of each type are available. Highlighting the button shows complete breakdown. I mean, that's cool. All right, here's the legend meta change. Fusey, there's a lot of dev notes, so you're gonna have to just bear with me. I'm not the best when I read, but there's a lot. The devs put a lot into it. One thing I've always said about Apex and the Respawn development team, they are very open when they do things, and these dev notes show it. I think Fuse is going to be a force to reckon with, especially with that new Rampage. Enemies caught inside the Ring of Fire from Fuse's Motherlode Ultimate are now revealed to Fuse's team. So they'll be highlighted if they're inside the fire. Knuckle cluster explosion duration increased by 100%. I'm curious to see how that actually plays out. I like that they're trying to make it more of an area denial. Grenadier passive can be toggled on and off to throw ordnance. I like this. We were just talking about this last week, but the passive, we were just talking about this, how you couldn't skynade with Fuse because the way he shoots grenades, they go too high and it's basically fireworks. Jordan and I were shooting fireworks off essentially in the firing range. So now you can turn it off so you can actually skynade frag. So that's actually really big. So they're looking at Fuse. They're trying to get him back in. So dev note, Fuse continues to struggle. So like they're already, saying, hey, straight up, we know it's rough. Yeah. So they've already admitted, like, we know that he's not a strong character and we understand that. We want to make him better. So we identified 2 opportunities to help him that weren't just give him more damage, because that is not the answer. You can't just give a character more damage to make him viable, because then you throw everything else out of whack. We believe Apex is a gun game first. This statement right here. We believe Apex is a gun game first and foremost, and therefore we want to make sure we don't put too much damage into character abilities. Like using a Fuse Knuckle Cluster to get a triple kill behind a box while everyone's trying to heal. If you're curious in seeing that, it's on my TikTok. Go ahead and click the link, hit the follow button, like, comment on all the videos, and you're awesome. The first opportunity we identified is tactical. While meant to be a persistent area denial tool, it currently does not last long enough to seriously inconvenience an enemy. We doubled the duration, so you can now place one at a door and be reasonably sure no one's coming through that door for a little while. While we doubled down on the duration, the damage per second remains the same. Please don't stand in the fire. But I like it. Secondly, his ultimate option didn't give his team an advantage. Sure, you can catch enemies within it, but the flames made it impossible for you to step inside. And you couldn't see the enemies you trapped either because the flames were in the way. We explored a few ways to deal with this, but ended up going for the most straightforward answer. You get enemy outlines as long as they stay inside the ring of fire. I think Fuse's ultimate still needs something. It's still missing a little bit of sauce. Horizon Main's out there, you're up. Reduce the slow after the initial black hole pull, so it's a nerf. Bumped Horizon gravity lift up speed to a happy medium between 9.1 and Legacy update launch values. Then dev note, there's no doubt the nerfs Horizon received with Legacy were necessary, but given the benefit of time and hindsight, we decided we probably hit the speed of our tactical too hard. Instead of completely reverting that part of the nerf, we found a happy medium between how fast our gravity lift operated at release and how slow it was at nerf. This one's hard to communicate with numbers, so just give her a try and tell us what you think. Revenant Mange, you're up. There's now a visual audio cue in Death Totem. Protection is about to end, which can be seen, heard by other players. This is going to be interesting. Added a brief slow after being recalled to Death Totem. Caustic, where are my Caustic mains at? It's a big one for you guys. Gas damage starts at 5, increases by 1 every other tick indefinitely. Cooldown on tactical has been reduced from 25 seconds to 20 seconds. Ultimate cooldown has been reduced 3.5 minutes to 3 minutes. Duration reduced from 20 seconds to 15 seconds. I like it. Gas Daddy's back. So, I like this. But Caustic's, he's gonna be a threat again, and I'm glad to see it. You know, he's had a rough couple of seasons. You know, overall, not too bad. Not too bad. Not a lot. Not a little. I think it was good. All right, weapon meta change. This season, the Prowler returns to floor loot and is taking its place is the M600 Spitfire. Goodbye. In addition to the Spitfire this season, another weapon will be joining the supply drop, the Alternator Smg. See how each weapon changes below. Hop-ups are getting changed, so we're getting the boosted loader, which goes on Hemlock and Wingman. Basically, reloading near empty but not at 0 increases reload speed and overloads the next magazine with extra rounds. This hop-up will be available on the Hemlock Burst AR and the Wingman. Fully kitted rotation will be Peacekeeper 45, Flatline, Rampage, and Charge Rifle. It's in the care package. It's not in arena. Well, it'll probably be a care package in the arena, of course, but like, they can't buy it. So when they're getting the shit beat out of them and they can't win, they can't all just buy Spitfires and just blindly shoot 50 fucking rounds. They gotta work for it. Magazine attachments. Reload speed increase associated with magazines has been moved to the equivalent stock rarity tier. Reload speeds are now going to the stocks. I like this because now they're starting to actually tell you. So yeah, now the stocks do the reload speed. I like that they're actually like telling you like, hey, a stock is good to do reload. So stocks now offer increased reload speed instead of magazines. Marksman weapons now take sniper stocks. You know, dev note is basically sniper stocks were getting left on the ground, not getting picked up, just cluttering the loot pool. So now they're giving people a reason to pick them up again. And then sniper stocks on marksman weapons will offer increased stability and sway reduction with a slightly reduced handling bonus. The L-Star now takes energy magazines. Mags on the L-Star work differently than other weapons because of its unique interaction with ammo. Instead, they will allow the L-Star to fire more shots before it overheats and allow it to cool off its heat buildup slightly faster. I like the idea. That terrifies me because the L-Star is a very underrated gun. Projectile visuals reduced by roughly half. That's big. Barrels for recoil reduction. So basically they said we have a bunch of LMGs, but only one was getting used in reality. People bought the Devotion in arenas because they could afford it on first round. But really everyone wanted a Spitfire. So you got to find a way to make the other one. You got to find a way to make it all kind of balanced. So first person on hit, impact effect, intensity hip fire spread increase. I like that. And the L-Star, yeah, this hip fire spread increase. So yeah, they want to extend the L-Star's power into the later phase of the game. So they basically want it to where you don't pick up the L-Star, fight your first fight with it, and then dump it. They want you to be able to like look for it for like late game. I was also seeing some visual changes for combat readability. I like that. That splash was too much. The splash on the L-Star bullets were, it's just felt like you're having a seizure trying to shoot that thing. Light machine guns in general. Okay. Reduce the headshot multiplier for all LMGs from 2.0 to 1.75. I like that. Increase the limb shot multiplier by... I don't like that. LMG spray and pray was feeling a little too oppressive when random headshots chunked with a 2.0 damage modifier. We're shaving off some of that headshot firepower, but adding a little back by bringing up their limb damage. Unloading a massive LMG mag to suppress your enemy should still be a valid tactic. We're just reining in the peaks and valleys to make it feel a bit. Pistols, reduced handling time for all pistols by about 10%. That's raise holster zooming out. Raise holster zooming out time, I guess that's what they're saying they're making faster, which is great. 45 is going to be nasty, especially with it being gold this season. The removal of quick draw holster and reload speed moving from max to stocks. Pistols took a bit of a hit. We're increasing their base handling, but we'll keep an eye on their performance as we get into Emergence. It's going to be interesting because that 45 is very slept on. That RE 45, I think with these updates, is going to be a good pocket gun. Prowler, time between burst increase from 0.2 to 0.24. It's going to be fire a little bit slower burst, but that's no select fire, which is fine. It's way better in burst. It does but much more controllable damage in burst anyways, and you guys all see that. The M600 Spitfire is now a crate weapon. Read that has changed from 0.0. So the Spitfire damage in, so they're reverting the nerf, by the way, guys. So for you Spitfire people who love the Spitfire and they're going to chase down every care package just to get your hands on that crutch of a weapon, again, here's what it's going to be. It's going to do 19 damage. It's going to spread like nothing ever again. It'll be a laser from the hip. And it's going to have 55 rounds. So you can run around like, you know, Rambo with machine guns again, as long as you get it out of the care package. This is the care package weapon I'm excited about. The Alternator has entered the care package. Reintroducing Disruptor rounds. For you veterans of this game, Disruptor rounds are going to be on that Alternator. The Disruptor rounds increase shield damage by 40%. So Disruptor rounds can only be found on Alternators. So DevNote, Alternator joins the Spitfire in the supply drop with its old friend, the Disruptor rounds. The shield damage has come down since we last saw Disruptor rounds in Season 2, but it's still a shield shredding monster. Pack an extra bat. So they brought it down. If you got your hands on Disruptor rounds on a 2020 or an Alternator, you pretty much had the game in the bag, as long as you were half decent. Disruptor rounds, they increase shield damage by 40%. So when you're hitting people's shields, you shred shields off. So 30-30 reload speed from stocks is increased. The 30-30 can slap, but when it's not slapping, it's probably reloading. I agree. We're buffing the 30-30's bonus to reload speed from stocks to help alleviate one of the sharper pain points when using this heavy rifle. That's a good one. That's one of those, bring it low up to a peak instead of nerfing everything down. Just say, hey, 30-30, we'll make you a little... Eva 8 significantly reduce. This I don't like. They don't tell us what they did. They just say we did it. They significantly reduced bolt fire rate scaling for each rarity tier. How much did you do it? The EVA 8 speed make it a forgiving and formidable shotgun to run. It's pulled ahead of the pack and has been seen as the clear choice for many, leaving the Peacekeeper, Massive, and Mozambique in the dust. This change should help even the playing field between the shotguns.